welcome back to Beauty Bee and welcome to a little bit of a chatty get ready with me. I took the day off of work today and I've been out and about. I did some Christmas shopping, I went to the mall, and now it's like 3 p.m., 3:30 maybe, and I still haven't fully gotten ready. There are some weird guys at the mall on weekdays. I was like, I don't need any more attention than I already get. Let's just kind of keep things really low key. So that was good. And thankfully, I think it's close enough to Christmas that there are some more like normal people at the mall during the day. So that was good. And it's so exciting. It's a week and a half to go. I think I have like 4 more days of work before I'm taking a bunch of time off for the holidays. I'm so excited. What are your guys' plans? I feel like a lot of people didn't take summer vacations this year, unless I'm mistaken, so I feel like a lot of people are taking more time off than they usually would for the holidays, and I think it's just going to be really fun. That's my hope anyway. I think it's going to be a really fun holiday season. So I put together this rainbow palette a while ago. It's actually been a few weeks at this point, so I don't think I've played with it on camera. So I don't know what I want to do. I hadn't really thought that far ahead. I think maybe Earthshine probably needs to feature in this look. I put on some glitter glue and maybe this purple. This is from NYX. It was in my Nouveau Chic palette. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll add in a little bit of silver right in the very inner portion of my lid. I think that'll be really pretty. Yeah, I think that as of today, I'm done with my Christmas shopping. Though I feel like I never really know until I actually sit down to wrap gifts. I don't know how people know whether or not they're done. Because I feel like when I wrap gifts, sometimes I'll realize, like, oh, apparently I got one $7 thing for one of my siblings and spent like far more on one of my others. That's not great. Let's redistribute and or purchase something else that I think they would enjoy. I don't understand how people manage to do that. I feel like I should be able to do it. I mean, I'm a relatively organized person. I could make an Excel spreadsheet of what I have purchased and for whom, but I don't. I'm not sure why. Now I'm moving to that purple shade from NYX. I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lid. This is going to be very celestial for a Wednesday where I'm getting my booster shot. That's something that I've been putting off for ages. I actually got pretty sick right around the time that I got my original booster shot. And I don't know if maybe I got COVID when I just went to get my shot. I mean, there were a lot of people there at that point, or if I just didn't react well to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. But I was pretty sick for the rest of the week, so I'm really hoping that this booster is a little bit more gentle on me. I mean, I hope so. I don't know what else to do. I mean, now I'm moving to that silver. I got out my brush because I thought I was going to move right to my crease, but I know why I thought that. But yeah, because I was so sick after I got my original dose, I wanted to make sure that I kept my, wanted to make sure that I waited to get my booster until after my thesis defense, which, by the way, went really well. So I'm thrilled. I'm so close to being done. I'm ready to be finished. It's been 5.5 years of work at this point. I'm ready to be done. And things have definitely backed off a little bit. I have more time, which is why I'm ready to get my shot now. I have been reading again. I didn't realize just how much of me not reading a whole lot for pleasure over the past couple of years was directly attributable to having all of my free time be eaten up by working on my doctorate. I don't think I'd read a book for pleasure in like a year, and now I've read 1.5 in the last week, which I've been reading Jamaica in. It's so good so far. I actually don't know how this one ends. I'd read a book by Daphne du Maurier before. I'd read Rebecca, which is like the book that the film Rebecca is based off of. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. It came out in, I think, 1939, 1938, something like that. I want to say actually 1940. I think it's like the year after Gone with the Wind, which came out in 1939, I believe. So, I mean, it's an amazing, amazing movie, and it's an amazing book, too. There are definitely some similarities, and there are definitely some major differences, but they're both great. And yeah, just finally back into reading. Thank goodness. I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed it, how calming I find it. I'm going back into the NYX shade for my lower lash line. Though I'm going to need to darken some things up because this is very light all over. But anyway, Rebecca is Jane Eyre. It's like a retelling of Jane Eyre that happens in probably the 20s or the 30s. And it's just one of the most interestingly written books that I've read. Not because the style is particularly unusual, but because they've managed to, or Daphne du Maurier has managed to keep us inside the head of one person through the entire book, but she's not the main character. It's so interesting. And she doesn't even have a name, and you almost forget that she doesn't have a name, because Rebecca is so the center of this book, even though she never appears. It's like a ghost story without a ghost. It's really, really great. I would highly, highly recommend you checking it out. And I suspect that once I finish Jamaica Inn, which I kind of think that I'm just gonna burn through it like Friday night or something, I imagine that I will be highly recommending that one too. Because so good. So I think that is eyeshadow. I did add a little bit of just a darker gray taupe to my outer corner. And now we're going to move to blush. Actually, we're going to move to highlight because I pulled a cream highlight. We're keeping with this very glowy, celestial winter vibe. Now, my plans for this weekend consist of wrapping gifts, reading, and reorganizing my makeup. I am doing so much like winter cleaning. I went through my closet last night and I got rid of like 30 things. I need to do the same with my bookshelf because I am a book hoarder. And some of these books I've been just carting around forever. Some of these books have made it through like 3 different moves. And I haven't even like had them on the short list ever when I've wanted to read a book. When I go to my bookshelf, there's never been a moment where I'm like, I'll read maybe this one or maybe this one. Like, I've never considered drawing some of them out. So why am I carrying them around? Why am I carrying these through multiple states over 5 years to not read them? Ridiculous, right? So I need to do some cleaning out there. Hopefully I will get everything so at the point that it fits in my bookshelf. That's my goal. I don't think that's very likely, but I have this dresser that's in the room where I film. It's actually what all of my stuff is sitting on right now. That's why I'm tapping something off screen. And I think that if I could just fill that with books instead of my TV console in my living room. I don't have a television, but I have like a console to set a TV on. So I'm hoping that I can empty that out because it's just jam-packed full of books and you can't see what any of the book titles are because it's deeper than it is tall. So you can see like 10 book titles because they're all just stacked horizontally on top of each other. Or they're all laid down horizontally and stacked on top in stacks of like 5 or 6. But there might be, 4 stacks deep. So I need to clean that out. And I bought some shelving to reorganize my makeup. So those are the tasks for this weekend. I've actually been keeping track of the stuff I've been getting rid of. I want to get up to 100 things decluttered by the new year. And I think I'm sitting at like, I think I'm sitting just above 30 after I decluttered my closet. So progress is being made, certainly, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if I'm really going to be able to make that mark happen. But be on the lookout for a video on reorganizing my makeup. I think that's going to be fun. I'm going to try to film it. I haven't really figured out the logistics of how I'm going to make that happen. But I want to film it. I feel like that would be a fun video. I like that kind of video. I really appreciate organization. So I think it's so much fun to watch other people get organized. And just that really satisfying before and after. I watch a lot of debt payoff videos for the same reason. Just so satisfying to see people who have recognized what the problem is, are taking care of it, are laying out their plans for what they're gonna do. Same with weight loss videos. It's fantastic. I just love seeing people improving their lives, whatever they feel that improvement looks like to them. Okay. I thought this was going to be kind of light makeup, but then I just kept going in with more and more sparkle. So here we are. It's fine. It's nice. I like it. Just not really what I thought I was going for today. So to wrap things up, I'm going to add a little bit of Revlon Sassy Mauve. This is the lipstick. A lipstick that I'm still working on for my Project Pan. Oh, I have primer stuck to my face. I finished my e.l.f. primer as I was getting ready for this video. I tend to just put primer on before I start. I don't know why. I'll usually put primer on and I'll do my brows. I finished off my e.l.f. primer. I've finished off like 3 different products since I filmed that stupid inventory video. My numbers could have looked so much better if I'd waited 4 days, but alas, I did not. They still weren't terrible, and it's just a snapshot in time. It's no giant judgments. On the other hand, if I'd waited until today, right after this, I'm actually gonna go to my mailbox and pick up a ColourPop package that got delivered. So really would have been a trade-off of more ColourPop stuff versus a couple fewer lip products and 2 fewer primers. So I think that's the end of this video. I've just been rambling. Hopefully this was fun. Hopefully I, kept this video and I'm actually sharing it and didn't just decide this was a hot mess and delete. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what your plans for this holiday are, and I hope that whatever they are, they're wonderful and you get to spend a lot of time with the people that you love and who love you back. Thanks again for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see you in my next video. Bye!